So here is the Sonny Rollins contemporary box. Now this is a lot like the Mobile Fidelity boxes and similar content. Similar to MoFi, it's like a looks like it's just sort of a slip. If you can see the seam right here, just kind of top slides off of the bottom. Here's the OB strip that gives you all the information here. So disc 1 is Way Out West. Disc 2, Sonny Rollins and the Contemporary Leaders. Disc 3 is the alternate takes. So if you're considering purchasing this box set, it's very reasonably priced. It was about $140 Canadian on Amazon.ca, which is pretty good for 3 albums, considering most of these cost typically $35 to $40 US per LP. So that's what you're getting with that. If you're not interested in getting that outtake disc, I'd recommend waiting. This will probably be released as a standalone set in the near future. So if you're patient and you can wait for these two to come out individually if you're not interested in that third disc. Here, okay, so Contemporary Records 70th Anniversary Series, Way Out West, Sonny Rollins and Contemporary Leaders Deluxe 3LP box, 180 gram vinyl, pressed at RTI, all analog, mastered by Bernie Grundman from the original stereo tapes. 32-page booklet featuring vintage photos, Ashley Kahn, and there you go, featuring Barney Kessel, Hampton Hawes, Leroy Vinegar, and Shelly Mann. Barcode there. And here you can see I can take out this sort of OB strip here, which you can keep on the box itself. There's a picture, obviously, from Sonny from the Way Out West cover. And then you can see the back here with all the information. Now, just getting a close-up of the box, it has this really nice sort of holographic Kraft logo here in gold foil. Now, this is really interestingly textured. It feels so cool. It's almost like a faux snakeskin sort of feel they went with this. So really cool that the attention to detail that Kraft went here. It has the Kraft catalog numbers, as do most of their releases. But really awesome. It's not just a plain red box. It has this really nice texture. I'm a huge fan of this so far. Oh wow. Okay, so this is not exactly like a MoFi as I had thought. This is a really slick design. It just opens just like that. Wow. That is nice. MoFi, take notes. That is, wow. I'm impressed. That is really cool. I've never seen that before in a set. So here we are. So I initially gave fairly high praise, but on second thought, this cover is not that up to snuff. It's very grainy at certain points, especially the backdrop. I'm trying my best here, especially the landscape behind Sonny, and it's very washed out. And I don't know if you can pick this up here, but the sky here is also very, very grainy. I'm not sure the particular source used for this LP, but still a decent cover, but it's certainly not the best I've seen. The typeface here, if you can see that, it's definitely bolder than the rest of the typeface on the cover. I'm not sure if that is by design. Again, I don't have an original to compare this. And when I pointed out this, I looked at some other records I had from the Contemporary series and from the Acoustic Sounds Prestige series, or Analog Productions Prestige, and this is off. This should be closer to the edge here. You can see how on this side it is right up against the edge, the pasted on slick, whereas here it is about 1 millimeter off, which is not very accurate to how it would have been done. This is very matte finish, not glossy. Now I'm not sure, maybe you could chime in. I'm not sure if the original was glossy or matte. And again, I don't have an original to compare, but to me this definitely looks like a scan of an original that was then increased along with the size of the jacket, which the less than ideal resolution for sure. And again, the colors are very washed out. It's unfortunate that it looks that way. And now we'll flip over to the contemporary leaders. Now, personally, I'd say this is a worse offender. Sonny Rollins' face here, there's just not much detail. Now, I'm not sure, I don't know the backstory of this photograph. I'm not sure if this is the lighting. They used sort of a red-orange lighting during this session, coming from a photography background. I'm not sure. It looks here if the light source were sort of pointed at an angle, like a 45-degree angle on his face, and then you could tell that this is shadowed as well here. That would tell me, yeah, there was a very bright light pointed this direction, and the rest is shadowed. It's not very high detail. Again, I don't have an original, so I can't tell if this was just a scan that was blown up and not very good quality. Yeah, that's kind of unacceptable. You can see here as I kind of move my finger that it's almost chipping away the paper. And just for reference, I keep these all in these vinyl storage solutions, dual flap pocket with the sealed sleeves. So this was not damaged due to my mishandling. Yeah, you can just tell. I would guess just by the pattern and the fact that the damage is all throughout the edge, the pocket here, that this is by maybe a dull blade perhaps when they originally did this. So that's why it's all inconsistent like that. And again, the back, you sort of have this 1 millimeter gap in between the spine and the cover, so very uneven, sort of sloppy pasting of that. I can definitely tell the type was scanned just because it's not very sharp, and the letters just don't look like they were done in a computer. It looks like it was captured from an original. I'm going to quickly now pull out just an Analog Productions Prestige and then another contemporary for reference. This is the Record Store Day Art Pepper Meets the Rhythm section mono. Now you can tell here excellent quality on this particular release. The colors are well saturated. It looks amazing if you ask me. Everything is sharp, clean, and if you flip over to the back here, if you can tell the typeface, yes, it's a lot smaller, the font, but the lettering is very sharp. So I can tell that this was, and even the photographs on the back, very sharp, very high resolution. I'm not sure. It doesn't tell me on the back if this was a Stoughton or who did this particular jacket, but is a lot higher quality. Now I'm going to pull out a Prestige reissue for reference to see if the quality sort of compares. Here is Coltrane Prestige, otherwise known as 7105, and the type is just so crisp. The photos look like they're scanned, and the cover photo, very crisp. I mean, you do see some sort of loss of quality. This was probably scanned, but they did really well on this particular reissue. And now another craft. We'll pull out the OJC of working with the Miles Davis Quintet. Very sharp, consistent typeface throughout. Photo's fine. It's got that weird blue filter. It actually looks very nice. I'm guessing for some they are finding the original negatives, and some they are scanning originals. Some maybe they're scanning later reissues in sort of various states of quality. It's not a huge deal. The covers and the jackets are still nice. They could be nicer, for sure. And you are paying a premium for these reissues. I understand if some buyers are particularly frustrated by this. It makes sense to be frustrated because we as record collectors expect the best quality. Not the be-all end-all. The jackets are still nice, but there is room for improvement. I hope that helped. If you have questions about this set or the quality of the jackets.